Okay, so in this video, we are going to cover what programs there are out there for people going through breast cancer treatment. Some of these are any cancer treatment, and they have a bunch of different programs that you can qualify for, and a bunch of different time periods that you can qualify for these. These specific ones that we're looking up today are ones that I personally have had to use when I went through breast cancer. So let's get started. We are going to start with one you may all know. And like I said, these are ones that I personally had to use, so I know they're good programs, and I know it doesn't take much to qualify other than your doctor saying, yes, she's going through cancer care, or, has recently changed. Okay, so they used to help with $500 every 6 months. Now they've changed it. It says right here, as of May 1st, 2026, the Komen Financial Assistance Program transitioned to a one-time award. So now it's going to be one time, but it's still a significant amount that can help you. So right here it talks about the funding. $400 one-time grants are available for eligible individuals. Funds may be used for daily living costs such as rent, utilities, food, transportation, childcare, and medical needs. Funding and payments may only be made directly to the applicant. All awards are subject to the availability of program funds. So right now they do have available funds, because otherwise this would say, you're not able to apply because they don't have enough funds. Trust me, I've been through that part before. And so, but that was after I'd already gotten help from them. So here's a few things to know before applying. So go ahead and read these. This is komen.org/financial assistance program. Okay, so the next one we are going to, and it doesn't take that long to get approved for this one. Actually, once you get in all the things that they're asking for, it does not take that long to get approved for it. So another one is the SAM Fund grant, and they have a few options for grants. They have a financial grant, and then they also have a family funding grant. And I was confused because I was like, do I even qualify for a grant? And actually, it's just, funding for you while you're going through cancer. And the financial assistance grant right here, this application's open. It opens in February and August, okay? And then right now is the family building grant, and that application opens in March and September. Okay, so here's questions that you can ask to learn more, of course. It tells you right here, financial assistance grant. Spring cycle is closed. Fall cycle opens July 21st. So I would be on top of this. Set it somewhere in your calendar for July 21st, because when these open, they go fairly quickly. And these are fairly a significant amount. And it tells you exactly what you'll need when you go into here and you learn more. But here is, if you're wondering about the family building grant, it says the spring cycle is closed. Fall cycle opens on September 15th. So if you're curious about that one, that's for IVF, trying to have kids after cancer and stuff, and you're having trouble. They help with all that. And the financial assistance grant is for rent, living expenses, and I believe the SAM Fund, or as it says, Expect Miracles Foundation, I believe they want to pay the payee directly. So if it's going to your going for your rent, it would go directly to your landlord. So unlike Susan G. Komen, they don't want to pay the applicant directly. They want to pay the person that, you're wanting to pay. But like I said, they do help a significant amount. Can't remember, but I think they help with rent, and our rent's like $1,500 a month. So, I mean, you can get 1 month of rent paid, then yeah, I would totally go for that. Because excuse me, but most of these programs, I would say the main ones that are out there don't help very much, So it's nice to get a significant amount that's actually going to help. So the next one we're going to go to is livingbeyondbreastcancer.org. As you can see up here, it's lbbc.org. And then I'm just going to put financial assistance. Okay, obviously it says up here, it looks like nothing was found, but if you go over here to popular resources and you go to the Living Beyond Breast Cancer Fund and click on that. Okay, so it gives you all kinds of stories right here, which are awesome. A lot of these stories are amazing. So this one is going to open, application will open again Monday, May 18th at 10 a.m. So that's in a few days. So once you access the application, you will have until May 22nd at 3 p.m. to complete it. And your healthcare provider complete a form to verify your breast cancer diagnosis. So you can't access the application until May 18th at 10 a.m. And that's Eastern time. But what you can do, I would suggest you read all this, okay, because it tells you what you're going to need. And then this is the verification form for your healthcare provider, which most providers have no problem filling this out for you. And they can fax it in for you. That way, and like I said, you can do this before the 18th, so that you can do this verification now. So I would just let your healthcare provider know, look, I have a paper that I need you to fill out because, I can get help with a grant that can help me with my living expenses. I'm trying to find where it shows what they can help with. Okay, so no, you can't access this until, so my bad. You can't access this until Monday, May 18th, again, at 10 a.m. Eastern time. But, let's see, I'm pretty sure they help with, like, everything. I'm trying to find if it shows how much is the grant amount. Grants range from $1,000 to $1,250 based on individual circumstances and as funding allows. This one-time grant can only be awarded to people who have not received a grant through the Living Beyond Breast Cancer Fund in the past. How can it be applied? Grant can be used for living expenses only, rent, mortgage, utilities such as gas, electric, heating, oil, water, phone, internet, or cable, home insurance or car payment, or car insurance. Grants cannot be used to cover medical expenses, personal loans, or credit cards. I'm not sure why they do that, but funds are sent directly to the company or biller, for example, landlord or electric company. No funds are given directly to the applicant. And they do this just to stay safe, from scammers, which I completely understand. And then there's some other questions down here that you can go in here and, just click on. That's all I did. I just clicked on everything that I possibly could and read. But like I said, these truly helped me. So, they're vetted. I would totally, go get any kind of assistance that you possibly can during this time. It's always helpful, and do whatever you possibly can to get help during this time. Don't feel like you have to just suffer, because you don't. Get the help you need and get the help that's out there. But until next time, I will see y'all in the next one.